I think the party's down this way. Here we go. Room 1327.
1327? I stayed in this room last year. You wouldn't believe what happened to me in there. There was this chick, and she came
Hey, I do not need that visual image, all right? Let's just go inside.
All right.
Before we begin, I'd like to say Ross is about to bring you the announcer voice.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, yeah! I hit you with that.
This is Ross Payton here with Role Playing Public Radio, and this is episode 35.
Oh, that started off like a constipated voice. What the hell is that?
I know. Anyways, this is Role Playing Public Radio. This is episode 35, the pre-Gencon 2009 anticipation station.
That really didn't work too well, did it?
No, you threw me off my mojo, Tom. Gencon is ruined.
Well, if that ruined your vacation, then I feel sorry for you.
No, it hasn't ruined anything except Gencon. So all the tens of thousands of people are going there are going to be ruined forever.
Oh, I ruined everybody's fun.
Yeah, you did, Tom. You threw me off my mojo.
I am powerful.
Only in the bad sense, and not in the sense
I am a bringer of sadness.
You are. You are death, destroyer, becomer.
Well, anyway, on that note, we have Aaron Carson. We're here with us. Say something.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yes.
That's all you get to say the whole episode.
He's coming to Gen Con with us.
Yes, he is.
His presence here. So first off, I want to, of course, get off right off the bat the ransom that's still going on. The ransom for our next RPPR New World 4th Edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign. The Goblin Hulk, a 3-part dungeon module. We've got a level 1, level 6, and level 12 adventure. We've got new monsters, new templates, maps, all kinds of crazy stuff.
I'll be writing a little intro for it because that's how I roll.
Yeah, and basically, if you are interested in contributing, donating, you get access to 7 actual play episodes, early access, previews of them. You also get, if you contribute $30 or more, you can name an NPC in it, and if you contribute, you can be listed in the special thanks. But
please don't name something fag balls.
No.
Like
it has to be appropriate to the fantasy genre. Other than that, you're sky's the limit. So, if you want to memorialize some NPC or player character,
or if your girlfriend really pissed you off, and you want to get revenge on her.
Okay, yeah, you can name her after one of the evil goblin chieftains, or
because all women are chaotic evil thieves.
Went right there.
I went right to it.
Right there. Huh? As punishment, Tom, I think we'll go into our first little segment here.
Ah, you whore!
Our Synnibarr segment. The
you
World
whore!
Of Synnibarr. More about the World of Synnibarr. You know, we've been doing the character creation. That's fun, but that's not really getting to the heart of Synnibarr.
What this actually means is Ross forgot to make one before this episode.
Well, yeah, but...
So now he's going to bring you this.
Anyways, since we've been doing the World of Synnibarr, we got a lot of questions about one particular feature that we keep mentioning and we never really describe. That's, of course, the werestorm. The storm that is... Were, as in W-E-R-E, which normally means like werewolf.
Lycanthrope.
Yeah, but a storm can't be a lycanthrope. That's just silly. And the World of Synnibarr is the ultimate in trans-genre gaming. So I decided to delve into the mysteries of the World of Synnibarr, and I'm going to read...
And he's only recently come up smelling weirdly of vomit and feces.
And fear.
So,
there's actually 2 indexes in the book. And there's a main index, there's a monster, and yeah, there's actually several indexes now that I look at it. So I looked through that and I found several entries on where. And so the main entry is in Terra, and it doesn't really describe what it is, but it describes its properties. It doesn't... I don't know. Let's see here. So the first time they mention it, first it's around the city of Terra. Imagine a city the size of urban Seattle, Washington, 3 square miles. It is set under a blanket of 3 diamond bubbles beneath the crystal clear waters of Lake Diamond Blood. This is Terra. So imagine a city, Seattle, under the water. And the entrance to the tunnel is within the port of Terra on the main island. Because it is very high, most adventurers prefer to fly through it. If they cannot, then they ride one of the magic trolleys. Magic is in quote marks. I don't know why. Magic trolleys that run half hour each day. Now, The Port of Terra will receive any type of transport from giant ship to starship once it has penetrated the werestorm. The werestorm surrounds and protects Terra, stopping and nullifying all forms of powers except for internal chi. Chi that leaves the body, including teleports or tesseracts, is nullified. Once out of the storm, everything returns to normal. The storm extends 15 miles around the port. Okay? That does that explain enough for you, Tom?
No. You? Aaron, you got anything on this?
Honestly, no, because from descriptions right now, that's some sort of nullification field. That's not a giant man.
The werestorm.
Basic method for there's were winds within the werestorm also. The basic method for traveling through the werestorm is by natural transport. Now, no one except a god can hope to teleport through it. Natural means are similar to a sailboat or a hang glider, but this mode is very dangerous because of low visibility, high gusty winds, and rain. The hazardous 15 miles of storm can be crossed if the mode of transport can attain sufficient speed to coast through it, but the transport should be able to glide. If it can't, then it needs to be able to fly at 700 miles per hour. If adventurers can fly naturally like a winged warrior, then it is necessary to fly at that speed. Then it is not necessary to fly at that speed. If the adventurers are using a jet or spaceship, they will need an initial momentum of 700 miles per hour to fight the turbulence within the storm. If the adventurer flies by using a power such as a mutation, he will need to attain up to 1,000 miles per hour to fly through the storm. When their powers are cancelled, the sheer force of the wind might crush them. Be aware that all possible things that could happen when all forms of power are nullified. The werestorm does not affect life forms, nor does it shut down cyborgs, although none of their powers will work outside of their bodies. It acts both as Terra's protector and its curse, denying the city awareness of the universe and the hungry universe awareness of the city. What?
Can we just call this the GM's I win button?
No, it acts as both as Terra's protector and its curse, denying the city awareness of the universe and the hungry universe awareness of the city. What? That
if people are going to the city, they must know of it.
Why is the universe hungry? What? So anyways, I also found out that there's spells too.
You see, by the way, Ross's eyes are bleeding right now.
Yeah. It kind of stings a little. Werestorm, it's a level 20 spell. Counter effect, Werestorm. Let's see, an area effect, and yes, you guessed it, no shot roll is required with this ability. The winds are the epitome of bad weather. This spell causes up to 10 werewinds to form in a cloud that is made and controlled by the spellcaster. The winds have the same effect as those that protect the city Terra. Once the spell is cast, the spellcaster can use any one wind at a time. Winds take one action to use once the spell has been cast. Now then there's another spell there that I just wanted, it has nothing to do with well, I don't think it has, it might. It's called the Were. W-E-R-E-W-A-R-E. It's a level 20 spell, and I've read through the description twice, and I don't know what it does. Description, area effect, no shot rolls required. This spell cannot be cast from a scroll of protection, nor can it be placed on any spell, storage, or item. The Were can only be sensed in a general way and is not dangerous until triggered. It acts as a self-perpetuating spell trap with a limited intelligence and the ability to select the spells it will release. The Were renews itself every day, and by taking powers from the forces around it, such as trees and birds, it may restore 20 of its constitutional points every day.
Ross, the veins are popping out on your forehead there.
It has a 100-yard radius.
Calm down. Have some dip.
The spell can hold up to 6 effects, except VN or God powers, and that's Veteran Nalabarong powers, which is a real type power keyword in this thing.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think the creator of this game looks back on this as just one of those weird moments in his life?
I don't know if he even remembers it. I'm beginning to think that he was like possessed by a Yithian, and this is like written in a foreign language that actually just kind of resembles English. And it's actually the instructions on how to build a time machine.
Or else
I can see it now. It's so beautiful.
Well, I'm actually come to the effect that whatever Salvador Dali was seeing, this man managed to put down in paper form. And into a written word, and I'm surprised that at this point that you're surviving the experience.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Maybe it's time you should just put that book down.
Okay, I guess. I just wanted,
Go back to Fourth Head, where it's safe and warm.
No. fourth more like fourth fail.
Go back to Call of Cthulhu, which is a safe.
Well, that's
cushiony
enough
thing.
for the World of Synnibarr for this week. You now know what a werestorm is, kind of. It protects the city of Terra from the hungry universe, and it's a curse
and a blessing, but
and it's
mostly
full of werewinds, and they cancel powers except those that are within your body, unless it's a tesseract that comes outside of your body, an internal chi, and I don't know anymore.
Ross, you're in your apartment. It's very warm. You're safe.
I am.
Yes,
are you sure?
You are very safe. It's just me, the werewere.
Okay, well, I think that's about as much as I can handle the World of Synnibarr. I'm tempted to take it to Gen Con and ask random game designers to read a section from it and try to describe it, and what they think about the World of Synnibarr. And it's a legacy today, so maybe that'll be the what year did it come out? Let's see here. Let's take a look. The 1993, so the 16th anniversary of the World of Synnibarr. Like look back. So maybe we'll do that. Who knows? Yeah, I'm sure Tom, you're looking forward to it. So let's talk about Gen Con.
Thank Christ. Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So no more bad comments from you, Tom. I think that's what triggered that.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, do you want to go first, Tom, or
Ross,
I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll, so I think you should go right on.
All right. I'm going to be running 6 games, as I've mentioned before. I'll just sort of read through them, give a brief description. First game I'm going to be running is Delta Green: The Night Shift, which is
very good game.
Yeah,
I played the playtest.
Yeah, playtested. I will. It's sort of a combat-heavy game. Well, depending on how the players go, you'll be indoor security or personnel guarding the world's largest indoor retail facility. So,
shopping mall.
Yeah, but it's not quite as goofy as you think. It's
no, it's. Can I just use mindfuck here?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say mindfuck.
Mindfuck. Okay. Well, you have it from Tom. Now, I'm running this at, let's see, the 13th, August 13th, which is the first day of Gen Con, the Thursday, I believe. And that is 4 p.m. I'm also going to be running it, Delta Green Night Shift, 2 days from then, Saturday, at 10 a.m. So that'll be my first game.
Super.
Let's take a look here. What else am I going to be doing? Pastoral Manor. That's Monsters and Other Childish Things. That's also going to be the Friday on 10 a.m.
And that one's just adorable.
Yeah. Players are a group of kids trying to stop an evil cult. They're investigating a farm where the animals can talk and plotting revolution. So a little bit of animal football, a little bit of Charlotte's Web, a little bit of Watership Down, a little bit of Animal Farm. So it'll be a good time.
Royale.
Battle Royale. Good time will be had by all. So, and that's going to be part of an upcoming campaign that I'm running for Arc Dreams, a big 80,000 word full-blown campaign. So,
Mr. Man!
Yes. Then at 4 p.m. on the 14th, August 14th, I'm running the Age of Masks, which is Wild Talents, and I still need to finish the pre-gens up for that.
I'd get to it then.
Yeah.
Time's a ticking.
Yeah. That is superheroes. That is basically, we have the first game up on RPPR, sort of a early version of it. And this you're going to be playing masked mystery men, costume adventurers, occult detectives, that kind of thing. And looking into bad things. So...
and Ross is good at bad things.
Gritty action, urban action, and horror, and all kinds of fun stuff. So,
and personally, I'd recommend signing up for that one because I was in the prototype one that Ross ran for that, and it was very entertaining and fun.
Yes.
Yes, and we speak fondly of your police station moment.
That's in the first episode.
Oh god, that survived crap.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
God.
it's you're famous.
Yeah.
Oh, you are famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now live with it.
Then we have, I'm running a section of The Dreadful Secrets of Candlewick Manor, which is nominated for an Emmy this year. Of course, I did not write this. This is sort of, imagine, Edward Gorey, mid-60s, kind of Addams Family kind of feel, very sort of gothic. Imagine that combined with the X-Men. You're an orphan left in a creepy old orphanage in sort of a 1920s secluded area, Candlewick Manor, and you have creepy abilities, and there's creepy monsters who can be your friend, and everything's very creepy and mysterious, and ever so interesting. So
Boogie.
And that was written by Monsters and Other Childish Things creator Ben Bao, who I interviewed last year, and he's going to be at Dragon Con this year, but he's not going to be at Gen Con. So I am the only one running Candlewood Manor. So,
go Ross!
Of course, it's not like I'm jealous or anything of him writing the one setting that everyone, oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever. And then of course, if you have to
curriculum of conspiracy,
the one that I wrote, nobody pays attention to. It's like, oh yeah, that's good. But man, you really need to get Candlewood Manor. Oh wow, that's a great thing, greatest thing ever. And then of course I write. I'm not like I'm.
Do you need a hug?
Maybe.
Okay. Get Aaron to do it.
No, you can do that on your own time.
That's on the 15th at 4 p.m. That is the Saturday, of course. And then on the 16th, 10 a.m., my last game is Sucrose Park, which is another part of the Monsters and Other Childish Things campaign I'm writing. You're at a theme park in Vegas where things are off, all kinds of crazy.
I forget,
robots.
Was it Cool Rat or Cool Rad?
Cool Rad.
He
was actually both. He was Cool Rat, and then he was Cool Rat. He kept well, I'm spoiling it, Tom. No. And there's one ticket left for that. Now, the way it works is if you want to show up and play in these games, show up with 2 generic tickets. Each one is $4. I think a generic ticket is $2. So you need 2 tickets. If you haven't signed up, show up there on time. And even if a game that's totally sold out, and I think the only one that's totally sold out is the first night shift. Well, both night shift games have sold out. Both my Delta Green games.
Because Ross is that awesome.
Yeah. But the other 4 games I'm running haven't. But even if they do, if the players are late or whatever, then you can jump in and take their place. I'll be happy to run for 6 players. So, yeah.
Yay!
I will be recording these for RPPR, of course, and I'll be handing out postcards and all kinds of swag, or some swag, I guess, for those listeners who are showing up there. And I know some of them said they were at least signing up for Wild Talents, the Age of Masks. So, yeah, show up there on time. The locations, you have to go to the Gen Con website. I'll post a link on the forums that links to all of these individual games, so you can see where they're being held, but they're around.
Right.
They're all near the convention center, so yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not really planning on going to any panels. I might go to some panels. I might do some other things, but running 24 hours worth of games, that's probably going to be...
That's hardcore.
Yeah, and plus my schmoozing and awesome socializing.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Buffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been invited to Goodman Gabe's little, what do they call it? I think they call it Beer Con or something like that. Their after-hours party. And the White Wolf Party and all these other parties and blah, blah, blah. Yes. I'm just so awesome and cool.
Kegger.
Gamer Kegger.
Yes. Gamers. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I hate to break it to you, Russ. You are a gamer.
I know.
We all are.
Yeah. No, I'm a game designer.
And you're a gamer too.
Play.
No, a game designer.
And you play.
You cannot be one and not be the other.
One of us. No. One of us. One of us.
No, you see, gamers are they only play games, and they have neck beards, and they buy cheap katanas, and they talk about how badass they are, and how they could use their swords to scare off crooks with guns, and things like that, and how 4th Ed is horrible and 2nd edition was better.
You have issues.
I'm not.
Perhaps I shall discuss what I'm doing.
Yes, do that. Tom.
Yeah, because you were getting off topic. You're going to some dangerous territory.
I read too much stuff on the internet.
Anyway, I am partaking of 3 games.
Yeah.
The first is I mentioned this before, but I'm reiterating here. I'm going to I believe it's a Saga Edition Star Wars game called Derelict, which I will be going to with Aaron here and our buddy Andy, who I've mentioned and wrote that awesome story about the Nautical Druid.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he'll be joining us, and he'll be part of that game too.
Okay. Hey, so you got tickets for it?
Yes.
Did you pre-register for it?
Oh yes, he's already.
So you can register for games, just not get a plane ticket.
Oh, he got the plane ticket.
Oh, he finally did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it only cost him $100 extra.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Could have used that $100 extra to get a cab, so he could get there whenever.
Oh, we're getting him, Ross. We're getting him.
I see. Okay.
Anyway, then I am also going to partake in a All Flesh Must Be Eaten game, which is essentially the Breakfast Club with zombies.
Okay.
So that's going to be the last day of the con.
So are you playing the princess then?
Yeah, that's what I'm playing, Aaron. The princess. Packing an Uzi.
See, Tom's a real role player. He can play either gender.
Yeah, except they all sound exactly like me.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
true.
that.
They do.
It's like, I was like, so, okay, Tom, what does your dilettante woman do? I say we go after them.
I agree with Kathleen Turner.
Thank you, Molly Ringwald. Now destroy that man.
And I will also be doing a Mutant Masterminds game, I believe entitled Freedom Isn't Free. And I, too, will be recording all these games for RPPR.
Okay, so you'll be playing in them.
I will be playing in them, yes.
Okay.
I'm not running anything official, though. You can, get with me.
Well,
I might run some impromptu stuff there.
You kind of might want to advertise like when and where you'd want to do.
I'll put them on the forums, Ross.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Fine.
I don't think you believe me.
I will be very surprised if you get to run a game at Gen Con.
There was a motion there that I'm not. It's probably best this is radio.
Podcasting, Tom. We're like radio on the internet, only not at all.
But better.
But better, yes. Web 2.0. Woo!
Did you disagree with Aaron here?
I don't know.
I think you
I
did.
think the World of Synnibarr has affected my brain.
Quick,
better.
Aaron, mention something about anime that he might agree with.
DVD
Too late.
sucks.
It's over.
Yeah, all right.
It's over.
Oh yeah, we're both going to be playing in Call of Cthulhu World War I playtest or two, maybe one or two.
With
That Adam Scott
Glancy.
Glancy, head of Pagan Publishing. He is. We're either going to be on a bomber or a submarine.
One of the two.
One of the two.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. So no chance of running if things go bad.
Just like I did.
It might be a quick scenario then. We're like, oh, fuck the engine. We're all going to die.
Well, the thing is, on bombers or submarines,
at least it's a quick death.
you die quickly. If the hull buckles on a submarine, you're dead. And if there's a big puncture in the bomber, dead.
Especially World War One.
Yeah, just remember that all dreams lead to imminent implosions.
But and also, those who might be interested, apparently Adam Scott Glancy listened to my scenario play.
Yes, your Call of Cthulhu World War
Yes,
II.
and
the German
he
one.
said he liked it, and I'm like, I'm not saying anything, but we're going to discuss it while we're there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like professionals.
Professionals, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show up there like, and be totally professional.
Yeah.
No pants,
Okay. Nice.
That's how I
So
roll.
par for the course.
I'm just trying to put that image in your head, Ross. Just think about that.
No.
It's in there.
No.
It's in there now.
You've lost the game.
It's impossible. You can't lose.
Do you even know what the game is, Tom?
Uh,
Whenever you think of it, you've lost. That's how the game works. And everyone who's listening to this has lost the game.
Unless the game is Synnibarr.
Well, no one wins that.
you don't.
Only
You
Raven
play-
McCracken won, and look what it did to him.
I'd like to actually see a picture of him now. I really would.
That'd be interesting. Anyway, yeah, your friend Andy is showing up too, so you guys can go off and.
Yeah, and honestly, most of this I will be simply just checking out the random awesomeness of the con, which I believe is what Aaron's going to do.
Which is part of mine. If you want me to start on mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pretty much last year when these two gentlemen were kind enough to drag me along with them to con, I was kind of overwhelmed by everything that was there.
As we were the first time we were there.
Yeah, but this time I planned out a little bit more. As Tom said, I will be playing within the Star Wars Derelict campaign with him as the primary game. I'm also bought a ticket for the TerrorWorks Contagion game, which is kind of a live-action military alien. That's like alien campaign.
Yeah,
with,
live-action military LARP with like airsoft guns.
Airsoft guns, and then everybody else has sheets for specific skill sets and whatnot. So I figured that'd be a good time. I'm also splitting my time with volunteering so I can get my ticket price back. But I figured that'd be a good time just to see how the con works inwardly. So if you see me there, or if they plan a picture on me, you can throw something at me if you want to.
Well, you're in the Facebook group. It listed. You're the one with the photo taken with Henry Rollins. So
He's the one. I'm the one with the deer in the headlights look. He's the one with the stupid grin.
Yeah. So if you've already seen me, you know how stupid I look. So. And other than that, though, I'll probably be wandering around, and also Tom and I will be, since we're getting together with our friend Andy, we'll be running one of his campaigns in a setting we call Alterscape.
I mentioned that before.
Yeah. But one of our personal ones. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you mentioned something. Did you mention the Battletech Pods? You said you were going to do that.
Yeah. They apparently the Battletech Pods will be there, and I've never gotten to try those out, and I believe I get like 10 or 12 freebie tickets, generic tickets for volunteering there, so you can see where most of mine are going to get wasted on.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, there's a lot of course, panels and all kinds of crazy things going on at Gen Con. There are a lot of podcasting panels, and I've suggested to Tom that he jump on some of them. There's still spaces for all kinds of podcasting expert goodness. And Tom, as an experienced podcaster, I'm too busy going to be running games. I'm just going to be too exhausted.
And honestly, I don't... like, technical shit I couldn't do anything for.
Well,
You do all of that. Let's
if you look at the list of them, most of them were more like topics and advice on how to talk about things, not technical stuff. So,
well, I mean, that's what.
And there's a lot of them like
what can
to
I
take questions from the audience. So,
I was like, well, come on, what's there to say? Like, choose topics that don't suck and swear a lot.
That would be probably pretty useful to some people.
If it is, I weep for the species. I really do. I may sign up.
Well, anyway, yeah. So,
in fact, I believe Ross's email said, sign up for one.
Yeah.
All in caps.
Yeah.
Because that's really not retarded.
No, it's not. He's just
Screaming
trying to
over
get you to
emails.
do something, Tom. Yeah. Think about
Yeah.
He's giving you tough email love.
that. No.
Ew. You're fired. Get out.
Yeah.
That disturbed everybody. I think I'm pleased.
That's worse than Synnibarr. You're
No.
worse than Synnibarr.
No,
No.
he's not.
Oh, fine. So, a few other things. I'm going to try and get an interview with one of the Geist developers, the new White Wolves Ghost game. I've been emailed somebody about that, so hopefully we can get an hour-long interview in. I'll try and get a couple of other the hour-long in-depth interviews with some people. And then we got a hotel room much closer to the con that we be able to...
Oh, and I have to mention something about that myself.
Yeah.
I happened to, I unknowingly at the time, reserved a room in what I think is the most expensive hotel in the convention.
Yeah.
The Hyatt Regency.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that it's an awesome hotel, but good God, you pay for it.
Which, again, for the money that we're putting in, it better have a hooker in there. Just on call.
For gaming,
Yeah.
for gaming purposes.
Yeah, she can play the druid. She can play the healer.
It's like, yes, lay on hands, please.
That's a paladin, Tom. Don't you know anything?
I don't care what she plays as long as she lays on hands.
Anyways.
Heal my dragon syphilis, please.
Yes. So that's sort of our main little preview for Gen Con. So we'll keep in mind that now.
Oh, and yes, of course, our post-Gen Con will have to be delayed because Ross is going to Hawaii.
Yes, because I have a family who can pitch in and help with that because I'm poor and blah, blah, blah.
So you're poor, so that's why you're going to Hawaii.
Yes. No, yeah, because frequent flyer miles. That's because my brother is a reporter, so he gets to travel all over, so he gets lots of
Yeah,
frequent
see,
flyer.
my brother's not. In fact, I don't have one.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Tom.
I'm just trying to project my anger to you.
Okay. Well,
Did it work?
I still spend 11 months of the year here in Springfield, so...
Yeah, I spend 361 days a year in Springfield.
that's on you,
Unless
Tom.
we go to Sean Con.
Yes.
But that's a tale for another day.
That is. That's in November. So we are... that is the main idea. We might be able to actually do the episode right after if we can do it the day we come back. So the day
we come back is going to be like 1 a.m.
Right. But if you want to really be gung-ho about it and get it out, we could probably do...
Yeah, I can imagine doing a show after 7.5 hours on the road. Like, this is role-playing... Fuck.
If you want to man up, Tom, we can do that. Yeah.
Get a couple of Red Bulls.
Yeah.
It gives you wings, damn it.
Exactly.
And a heart attack, but...
Yeah.
Well, later in life.
All right, so why don't we move on to some of our other topics. First, the favorite forum threads. Now, first, you wanted to mention not technically a thread, but the comments.
Well, there's also a thread. It was a comment thread in the forums.
Okay.
Of, your comments about my Call of Cthulhu game that I ran. I'd like to thank you. The input was really damn helpful.
Yeah.
It's seriously, I think that's the best kind of possible, advice you could get and information.
Okay.
Is just other gamer feedback.
You've already been working on the scenario, right?
Yes, actually I have. And the first time I ran it, I pretty much had planned it that day.
Mm-hmm.
But after the first time, I got a lot of good feedback from Ross and crew, and I ran it a second time, and I think I'm ready to finalize it now. And that's also with the help of all of you out there who commented on it.
Good.
And I think it's gonna kick ass.
Good. Great. Awesome.
So thank you, everyone.
Let's see. I have one. The help with item creation. That's more or less what it's called. Guy comes in wanting advice on basically an item that creates other items. There's like a bag, I think, and it has like 100 slots, and he's come up with 85 of them, and you need 15 to fill it up. So people came up with all these ideas for all these random items, like a coin that when you flip it always lands on its side, and I think I came up with that one. That's why I remember it.
Wow!
So, yeah.
Self-promotion!
But there's other people who wrote in better stuff than I did, so check that out. Tom...
Yeah, I have another one.
Yeah.
The one-upping the Tom gun rape story.
Yes. Another anecdote that's...
And for this, that scenario will always have a fond memory in my heart, because it was a game of someone that I thoroughly deserved to have a game fucked up.
Right, but this is a better anecdote than yours. What do you think? Do you think it's better than your story?
I think it...
We don't want to spoil it, of course.
We don't want to spoil it. Reed, I just think... I don't know, mine actually has characters a lot of people would know.
Right.
But I have to admit, the act itself, without giving anything away, was pretty...
Horrific?
Horrific, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, So really, it's...
So out of 10...
I give it about 8.5 and 9 out of 10.
8.5, 9? Okay, that judges have spoken.
Very nice. It was very nice.
Definitely at least a silver medal. Maybe a gold.
Yeah. More importantly, I think it's an actual real event, too.
Yeah.
I've had some people that tell stories that I clearly know never happened.
Right, yeah. Like crazy anecdotes. Oh, yeah, that never happened in a game. Now, lastly, I'd like to mention one thread. No one's replied to it, and it's a thread I started. So this is
How does that make you feel?
Make me sad. But it's actually pretty useful information. GURPS Combat Explained. It's a link to this website where he lays out round by round combat examples of melee, ranged, in GURPS. And so you could, if you're only a little familiar with GURPS like I am, you can read through like, oh, that's how GURPS works. And actually, it makes GURPS sound like a lot better system for tactical combat. Like I want to run like a hex grid type tactical combat game with GURPS now, where guys are shooting each other and beating the crap out of each other and all kinds of crap. So.
It's crap. It's crap, man.
It's good crap.
It's good crap.
It's violence.
Is that good crap?
That's good crap.
I like the one where it's Bobby the Sniper is going after Joey the mob boss. Bobby the Sniper is taking 3 seconds to aim with his sniper rifle that does 9 dice of penetrating damage to the skull. And let's see if he can make the shot. All it is breaking down every single modifier for this assassination attempt. And it's like, Joey the mob boss's head has, 10 hit points in the skull. And he takes 47 damage to the skull. There's something ridiculous like that.
Head disintegrates.
Exactly. I just love that. And then there's the martial art ones, hand-to-hand ones. It's all pretty cool. So I would recommend those threads.
Would you?
Yes.
Enunciate.
We're just having fun here at RPPR.
Yes, we are. That's what we do.
Because we don't fuck around. We go straight to the good stuff, the stuff that you want. We don't
tummy sticks.
We don't we don't talk about our week. We don't talk about our lives. It's all about you, the listener,
and the game.
In the game.
That's right.
And yeah.
And the Synnibarr.
And the World of Synnibarr, which is fucking amazing. Now I love it again. It's like an abusive relation. Yeah, it's like an abusive. It's like, oh my god, you're beating my brain with this crap about werestorm. I must read you again.
Why can't I quit you?
That's exactly what it is. Because it's so fucked up, and it's like you keep flipping to a random page. Like, come on, what? It's just every page is another mind fuck, and I'm just a sucker for those things. So it's crazy. I like it. So.
It's crazy talk.
And it hurts. It really hurts.
You're going to die in an asylum. You know that.
I'm going to die after I shoot right over my crack. It's going to be a murder-suicide. That's what it's going to be. I'll tell you straight
But you could use that book in your defense.
Exactly. I could probably stop a bullet
It's like, Your Honor, Defense Exhibit A.
Look at this shit. Look at it!
Like, case dismissed.
Pretty much. So our shout-outs. First off, I would like to mention Last of the Living. It's a Kiwi, that is New Zealand, zombie comedy horror. So basically, about 3 slackers who are apparently the last survivors after a zombie apocalypse in New Zealand. So they're going from mansion to mansion, hanging out. Inexplicably, there's still power in New Zealand. So I guess they have nuclear or tidal generators or something. But they have power, but, so what?
The Tesla wireless power power system.
I guess.
Yeah.
But either way, it's fun because they go around, being lazy, beating up zombies, and then their plot shows up a little, at the end. Of the
plot shows up.
Yeah. But it's a good plot.
Okay.
And it was made for practically nothing, and Motorhome from Hell kind of money, which is not very much. And it's
Were there cigars in the face?
No. It's much better than Motorhome from Hell. I'm honestly going to say straight up, and I would recommend it. So whenever it comes out, I think it's out in your area, your neck of the woods. Grab it, rent it, or buy it or something. So
just buy it. God.
I'll put a link up to the trailer. Which you see, the thing that I really like is they shot about 80% of the movie for about $5,000. In U.S. dollars. I don't know what that is in Kiwi dollars. So they spent that much in real money, and they didn't have the whole thing finished. So what they did is the director cut a trailer and said "Last of Living," and he used all of the great shots in it. And with that trailer, he then raised another $40,000 to finish the movie. So
You do realize you've just alienated all of our New Zealand listeners, Ross.
what do you mean?
You said
Kiwi
real
dollars?
in real money?
Oh, oh yeah, I did. Well, I'm an American.
Way to go! You cut off a whole market.
Peter Jackson's just listening to this furiously, just writing a letter. I hate you, RPPR.
He's gonna put a Hobbit hitman on you. Do you realize that?
That would be a cool way to die.
Hobbit hitman.
It's like all CGI'd up. It's like, you're normal height. You're just tricking me. You're
Tricksy
with
hobbits.
your computer magic. All right.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
I have a shout out. Well, you've already I've already talked about the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath DVD.
Yeah.
And the fact it was based on a comic, of which on Amazon I can only find the first one, the first comic. I don't know if I'm not just looking hard enough, but apparently it's being released as a full graphic novel now.
Yeah.
So I am extremely excited about that
Okay.
because I love the animated thing, so I'm probably gonna love the damn comic book too.
Great.
I'll be buying it, and Ross doesn't give a crap about what I'm saying right now.
I actually do want to watch a Dream Quest at some point in the near future.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's at home, man. It's ready to go.
Okay.
Whenever you want to get ready.
Well, not tonight.
I have a headache, honey.
Okay. Next up, I have Hell's Highways, a documentary that I saw a little while ago.
Go on.
It's about highway safety films. You know those movies you watch when your driver's ed?
Blood flows red on the highway.
Pretty much. Signal 30. And all these film strips are always
666.
Apparently, most of them were made by this small group of people in Ohio, Mansfield, Ohio, who just thought sometime in the mid-50s, hey, let's go out, record gruesome car wrecks, and then make movies about them to scare people into driving not crazy. And
the rest is history.
it actually gets even more fucked up than that. I mean, that's how it starts. And then it's like a VH1 behind-the-scenes special. It's like, at first they did this, and they were very good, and they started making money, and then they fucked up. Because they
then the drugs happened.
Actually, you'd be surprised at what they do. So I don't want to spoil it though, but it's a
then the bestiality started.
Here's some perversion in it. I will say that. So.
And Aaron, I think you had one you were itching to say.
Well, actually, I have two, but I thought of another one, but I'll go ahead and do the first one that I gave. The first one is to the Ghostbusters video game, and
in case you haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't right now. I was very much anticipating this coming out, and it did not disappoint me in the least. The voice acting was top notch, with the possible exception of Bill Murray phoning in a lot of his lines. But yeah, that's Bill Murray, so. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, Ross! Don't be that way.
Come on, let's keep it going.
It's be that way. So, no, storyline was very average, but still believable. The gameplay was phenomenally fun, which makes me weep for the fact that the PC version was not given the courtesy of and Ross is just gonna stare.
No, what the crap is this, Ross? You have pained looks on your face.
This story is believable. Yes, Ghostbusters, the hallmark of realism in cinema. The story being.
Hey,
believable.
Ross, we've watched movies with you.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's just not. It's like saying a romantic movie. Well,
you didn't shoot 'em up.
Their lighting was great on that one.
Yeah, you didn't shoot 'em up.
No, because Shoot 'em Up was a terrible movie.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
no,
it was. Yeah.
No.
It was a parody of itself. Okay, but I'm finishing
you
up.
guys don't like Citizen Kane, so
No,
you don't. You're
I like Citizen Kane.
you don't. Oh, you're just saying that.
No, I watched it.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, finish up.
And finish up with this one. No, basically just a good game. Again, the only problem is PC was completely boned on the fact that we didn't get a multiplayer mode, and I can't shoot people with a proton pack online. That's it. So,
All right.
that went to my last.
Oh, look at Ross laying that fake, non-existent sympathy.
Yes. Finally, well, not finally. I do have two more. Survival City, which is a book about Cold War archaeology. What is Cold War archaeology, you ask? It is archaeologists or architect looking at Cold War era bunkers, missile silos, NORAD, talking about their historical context, what's being done with them
Nuclear
today.
paranoia construction.
Yeah, very much if you're into the atomic 50s, the Cold War.
Fallout, if you...
Fallout, if you're a fan of Fallout and you want to learn more about the ideas that inspired the vaults, all that other good stuff. It's highly worth it. It's only a couple hundred pages. It's got
Quick
pictures
read.
in it. I haven't finished it, but yeah, so far it's been a pretty quick read. I've been reading a bunch of different books right now, so I'm sort of being kind of ADD about it. But I would definitely recommend Survival City if you're interested at all in any of those topics that I just mentioned.
Fantastic.
So Aaron, you said you had one last one.
I did. I just thought about this, but it's probably even more important than the piddly ass one the Ghostbusters thing I put up. That would be the DC Comics Blackest Night. That's like a year-long crossover, which needless to say, I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, but for the fact that they've now built up this huge storyline to where they have Black Rings basically bringing back the zombified corpses of heroes to basically kill the entire DC universe has been
Which will stay dead and never come back.
Yep.
Yeah,
There will be no retconning.
DC Comics will be locked up and they'll burn everything down.
and Marvel will be the giant standing pillar of comicdom. But no,
Well, you know why Marvel Comics are better than DC Comics, right? Because Silver Surfer could kick Batman's ass, which is an actual argument I've heard before one of our D&D games that I've been running between one player, Mike, who shows up in the next game, Game 11 of the New World, and Cody. So,
We've heard, the discussions are very nerd.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's like,
No, I just pick up a book.
yeah, they have better storytelling because...
and I'm one of those bad people. I'm completely on the fence, I know. But to continue on, no, the storytelling is extraordinarily epic. That's like, and the artwork is. If you want to see a dead version of Superman who still retains his powers, it's still pretty cool. And
Go to DeviantArt, you can find that.
it's like this is,
Making out with Goku.
We're getting blown by Sailor Moon.
yeah, but see, this is that without like the innate
It's all about the
pervertedness of DeviantArt.
yowl. That's what the artist drawing there is the anyway. Yeah, because they didn't at all decide that Marvel Zombies was popular and let's do that.
No,
okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. No, please, no.
This is like arguing politics and religion, people.
This is worse. It's worse. You could argue about.
Oh my God, we're nerds arguing comics.
Yeah.
No, but personally, I think I'm glad for it, and it's very good art and
Once
writing
again,
so far.
just in case you never heard of the Blackest Night thing going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
On this podcast, I'm sure most of our listeners have no interest in comics whatsoever. I'm sure they're totally oblivious to this kind of thing. They listen to Wagner and read Kierkegaard.
High Art, the role-playing game.
Adore. Yeah, they. So finally, I'd like to mention Map Tools, which is an online virtual tabletop. I've actually played in a game, although it was through a LAN, not through the whole internet thing, and it's very cool. The greatest thing about it is that, when you're running a fourth ed or any sort of combat game, with map and a grid and all that and miniatures, you're kind of limited to the size of the table. And you can't really do line of sight or fog of war, or you can do line of sight, but you can't really do fog of war. Okay, the enemy's maybe in some buildings or another, because that's just really pain in the ass to run. You know what I mean, Tom?
I know what you mean, Ron.
Have you ever wanted to run a game with...
I have wanted to run a game. Is there a way I could do this?
With Map Tools, it is. There's no limit to the size of the map.
Do tell, please.
They have integrated line of sight and fog of war tools, and there's no limit to the size of the map. Well, probably, at some point it gets too big for the memory to handle, but still, a lot bigger than it used to be. So
I could do all of Manhattan Island as a grid map?
Probably that would be a little much, but maybe a couple blocks of it,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah. So what I want to do is eventually, once everything comes out and I get some more free time, I will be going to learn map tools in order to run it. And I've learned it as a player, but not as a GM. So if you're a lucky RPPR listener, you might be able to get a chance to play online with me and other people. Perhaps
I will
Tom.
try to do things too because I am part of this show.
Yes. So keep in mind that, and I'll be doing some things that you can do in map tools that you can't do in other games.
You can do things?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
I detect a hint of sarcasm.
Tom in his infomercial voice.
Yes.
He has announcer voice. I have infomercial voice.
You have jackass voice. Oh,
well, I'm always jackass, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So, that's my last shout out because map tools is cool.
Which brings us to anecdotes.
Oh, yes.
And we have one, but it's gorgeous.
It is. It really.
It's
about something that we've been going on and on and on about RPPR, which is, of course, player logic, game logic, the magical dream, nonsensical logic that players have. They can be totally rational adults, engineers, grad students,
lawyers,
judges,
captains of industry.
Yeah, and calm, cool, rational. But whenever they sit down at the table, they become raving jackasses with kleptomania and schizophrenia. The little voices in their head say, "Kill this, take that."
Which, it ends the moment they leave.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's pretty much like, so you're like,
it's like the id has come out to play, and he's not going to take shit from anyone.
Least of all you.
Yeah, me, the lowly game master. So I've been running a Delta Green game, which I have been doing a crossover with the video game Prototype. Now, if you may know that Dennis Detwiller, one of the head writers for Prototype, the video game, actually is one of the designers of Delta Green, the role-playing game.
No.
So there's a lot of similarity there. Government conspiracies, secret government death
squads. From the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, well, on to now.
Yeah, but starting like the Cold War shit.
Yeah. And basically what I'm doing is the players are either TV crew investigating a viral outbreak in Manhattan or it starts in Hope, Idaho, or in Idaho, a small Midwestern town. And so
Idaho's not really the Midwest, Ross.
Whatever.
Pacific
country.
Northwest.
It's still flyover country.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyway,
geography.
What's going on is in the first scene of the game, the players are this TV crew who find themselves in a cramped apartment, and they've just killed a guy. And they don't remember why or how.
There's one guy unconscious on the bed.
Yeah.
And one guy's beaten to death.
Yeah.
With an ashtray on the floor.
And all the players start in blood. So they start piecing the puzzles together, putting the puzzle together, and they figure out that the guy on the bed, the unconscious guy, mind controlled them to kill the man in black, which is the dead guy. And so the players are starting to figure out what to do next, and they notice the man in black has a sedan parked across the street. So Cody, he being the on-air reporter, decides to go over and check out the sedan. And your character, Tom, stays in the apartment watching it.
Yeah.
And then Jason, the other player, goes to back him up. He goes hiding across the street, hiding behind a building. And what happens, the other man in black, the guy's partner, basically starts sneaking up on Cody.
From the other side of the building.
From the other side. Yeah. So Cody has his back turned to him, and there's a street in between Jason and Cody in the sedan.
Cars going by.
Yeah. Middle of the day. But nobody's really paying attention. The man in black has a rag of ether about to knock Cody out, and Jason's like, all right, so Jason notices that you don't.
Right, I didn't see it.
Right, you failed your spot hidden check. So I asked Jason, what are you going to do? So how are you going to warn Cody about this?
And here's where the fun starts.
Yes. Do you want to describe it, Tom?
Yes, I think I will.
Okay.
And I remember it was a totally straight expression on his face.
Yeah.
And of course, you're doing the thing you do, which is, like you let him think, but after a couple of seconds, like, come on, he's coming, he's walking up on him.
Yeah.
He says, like,
TikTok.
I throw a rock at one of the cars that are on the street.
Yeah, driving by. Yeah.
And there was I remember, like 5 to 6 second silence, and Ross said, "Give me a." All right, give me a throw check. Yeah. And he nailed it.
Yeah, I think he almost got a critical on that. So I decided he hits a muscle car, a Mustang, and a big muscly guy comes out. And here's the thing. it distracts Cody, but not the Man in Black. So Cody doesn't have a chance before the Man in Black comes up behind him, and finally Tom sees what's going on, and so he's rushing out. Tom fails his Dex times 5 check.
I fall.
So you fall, and unknown to you, your gun that you took from the dead guy, falls out of your belt, and so you run down the stairs, and you don't have your gun anymore, and you're like, oh fuck, what am I going to do? Cody's desperately trying to fight him off, and Jason is being chased by the guy. He's not contributing in any way towards the effort. He's just avoiding to get his ass beaten.
All he's doing is get back here, faggot.
Yeah, something like that.
Some muscle guy doing that.
And eventually, Cody barely manages to fight off the Man in Black and tases him, and you help him, but Cody was almost, knocked out. Yeah. And that would have been very, very bad for everyone there. And yeah, it's just Jason's.
And then he hid in a dumpster.
Yeah, he hid in a dumpster behind a Chinese restaurant. So they made him. That was just a little punishment. But just that was like. Why did you think that would distract him? And Jason was kind of like, well, I thought it would distract the Man in Black. And it's like,
no.
How would a Man in Black who's totally focused on his target with military training be distracted by some jackass throwing a rock at a car down the street?
Why wouldn't just the normal logic go just pick up the rock and throw it at the Man in Black?
Yeah, well, or be out, hey, Cody, behind you, go out and yell to Cody.
Danger!
Yeah. So, no, that's entirely too rational. That's not for Jason. Jason is a different sort of.
And the muscle guy showed up later.
Yeah. And then, of course, we still had some great player logic later on in the session we played last night, where we had 2 new players show up, and I gave them both Special Forces
military guys.
Pre-gens, basically. Yeah, badasses, too, because they're now in Manhattan, and the virus is broken out, and there's all kinds of crazy monsters running around. And the military is, going around purging and burning, basically, everything they can. A very, the GOP's version of what healthcare would be. Kill the weak, kill the sick. Political humor. So what they do is they decide they start out with some guns. I give them good guns, too. I give them a Desert Eagle. God only knows why. An MP5.
A Barrett.
A Barrett 50, and a
50 caliber sniper.
And a M9, M92 9mm pistol. And they have ammo, and I tell them that they'll be able to get body armor on site, but no, they need more guns. So first they decide to steal from a military base while it's being attacked by giant monsters, which doesn't work out.
Well, Cody and I are investigating.
Yeah. And Cody gets really pissed at that. And then they get a lead about where there's an evidence locker full of guns and a police station in one of the hot zones.
Precinct 13, by the way.
Yeah, Precinct 13. That is my joke. And so they nearly get killed trying to get a bunch of guns from that. But now they have a lot of guns. And what I really like, though, is when they go to the military base and they're picking up missile launchers and guns and all this other crap, one of the giant monsters, which is a hunter from the game Prototype, which is a big fucking nasty
about a little less the size of an elephant.
Yeah, it's really fucking big, very nasty. Is knocked near them, and it gets up and notices them and decides to eat them. And so but it's kind of stunned, so they open it up, and one player unloads his entire clip of his MP5 in the monster's face.
Which are, by the way, 9mm bullets.
Yeah, well, it's still like a whole clip. That's some damage. So I was like, all right, it's kind of hurt. I don't even roll damage for it. It's basically like, you're not going to fucking kill this thing. I mean, with a gun.
Pretty much, ouch.
Yeah. And that's how it is in the video game. I mean, you could unload a whole...
like a saw.
Yeah, you could do that, and it would you need 2 or 3 saws worth to really kill one. Javelins would do it, but they're not really trained in that. So they run away. They barely get out with a single javelin after they go to elaborate lengths to knock out the soldier who was in the depot that they were stealing from, including ripping his helmet off. So I can't even go into it. Like, you just have to listen to the actual play, because it's just like, okay. It's just like, okay, we need to knock him out. Okay, I mace him. Okay, he's maced. He's screaming in pain. I punch him. Okay, you punch him. Wait, I need to hit him again in the head. Well, he's wearing a helmet. Okay, let's get the helmet off. It's like, okay, you get the helmet off. I punch him again. Okay, fine. He's knocked out. I mean, it's like...
And then, of course,
wow.
you're leaving a soldier to die in the fire. Oh, fuck, we go get him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you failed your strength. You can either take the weapons or the soldier.
Not both.
Yeah, it's like, aww.
it really was hard. Like, all right, this soldier.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But what's great is they still decide they need more guns after that scene when they unload a full clip into a wounded monster's head, and it doesn't kill them. And they're like, you know what? We still need more guns because obviously the gun that was totally ineffectual against them.
We just need bigger guns.
Yeah, we just need more of them because an assault rifle is really going to do so much more damage than an MP5 at point blank range.
Well, we could get grenade launchers, but even though we can't use them.
No, you couldn't. Because you'd have to go to a military base. There wasn't any evidence locker, so yeah.
Well, it was Manhattan.
Well,
but yeah, you flat out told us. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So just player logic is the best.
It is.
And we're going to be seeing all kinds of examples of it at the game at the Gen Con.
That's why we're going, man.
Yeah. So yeah, we will. I actually, you know what? We'll try and do some shows during Gen Con. Maybe we can do a quick little summary and post it up there, really quick, fast,
It's like okay, Ross, how'd your game go? How'd my game go?
Yeah, basically.
Did you get laid at all?
Yeah, and maybe I can have some game designers read from the world.
Aaron, how was your romp through military land?
Yes, the terror works and all that other junk.
Did you just give up and shoot yourself in the head?
That was the only viable
Game
option.
over, man.
Game over.
All right, and on that happy note, we will end episode 35.
We will see you after Gen Con.
Yes, or during Gen Con.
Or during, if you're there.
We're crazy like that. All right, peace.
Here we go. Room 1327.
1327? I stayed in this room last year. You wouldn't believe what happened to me in there. There was this chick, and she came
Hey, I do not need that visual image, all right? Let's just go inside.
All right.
Hey, can I get one of those drinks? Whatever it is, the purple stuff that's bubbling? Yeah, thanks.
Oh, there she is. Hi. Woot. Hey, look. Take it off.
Whoa! That's not right.
I did not know you could pierce that. Wow.
Geeks come out. At most conventions of nerds and geeks who greet their favorite stars with howls and shrieks. But when they're done marveling at Bruce Campbell's chin, the room party's open, real fun begins. Freaking out the mundanes and several noobs by eating live gawk out of Klingon boobs. Cleavage and food make a wonderful pair, and you can find them at room parties everywhere, cause the geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out. The geeks come out. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out. The geeks come out. The geeks come out at night.
Now when geeks get dressed like they're going to war, they like to dress as Centauri, Roberts and Borg, Batgirl, Wonder Woman, and 7 of 9. Drinking things from where the warm core don't shine. Princess Leia, slave girl with the desktop plan, and even Warner's Babs Bunny for the furry fan. Then again, I think the trippiest sign I'd see is when the hot fan girl dresses up like me, cuz the geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out. The geeks come out. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out. The geeks come out. The geeks come out at night. Now the party's jumping, the place is packed, and Rob Baldur's eating cheese whiz off a girl's rack. But before I decide what I want to do, they start screening next season Doctor Who. Yeah. Keeps coming all kinds of wacky get-ups. There's one who's dressing like a Smurf with a ninja setup, and there's a couple pirates with hooks for hands. I guess they won't get to quote Ginger or Marianne. You might see a couple dressed like Leela and Fry, and you may never catch a geek without at least one die. And they got rum and some Romulan ale, but go easy cause that stuff will make you grow a tail. It's really not a joke, but you don't have to go far to see a Klingon and a Vulcan walk into a bar. So if you wanna live like a geek sometime, come and party like it's $29.99, cause the geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out. The geeks come out. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out at night. The geeks come out. The geeks come out. The geeks come out at night. Yeah. Dude, check out the geeks.
Wow, what a bunch of freaking losers.
Mundanes.
Dude, don't even worry about them.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Football.
Geeks, we plan for weeks. This room party has its own mystique. Get loose, y'all. Look at Cheryl now. Everybody, she's naked now. We got juice, y'all, and tequila, y'all. Everybody, come and feel, y'all. Get it out now and get the vodka out and pour a double now. That's what I'm about. Nerds, geeks, we plan for weeks. This room party has its own mystique. Nerds, geeks, we plan for weeks. The Wookiee over there is starting to read. Nerds, geeks, we plan for weeks. Luke skis in the corner getting ready to scream. Get drunk, y'all, put a smile on. Everybody needs a sign on. You'll admit this party was great, or I will exterminate! It's your birthday! Everybody, it's your birthday!
Who's that making out with Captain Jack Sparrow?
Looks like Captain Jack Harkness.
Figures.